No. Okay. Hey, I'm so excited for the team call today. I've been like, just kind of like, just so excited ever since Summit, just because so much was just poured into me and poured into me and poured into me. I feel like I'm overflowing and I haven't been able to really express how incredible it was and how life-changing it was, and just everything in between. It was so incredible. And so I'm so pumped to share this with y'all. I think I hear him. I don't know. Maybe that was her. I don't know. I'm so pumped to share all this with y'all and just see you grow your teams and see you just have your business take off and feel you get excited and just everything in between. And if you can, just mute yourself just so like there's no echo or anything like weird like that. And if you have a question, just unmute yourself and you can ask it, and I'll answer you ASAP. But it's kind of can y'all hear me? Okay, sorry. I thought I froze. Did I freeze? Okay. It's kind of almost hard to figure out where to begin, but it's like I've been going over this in my head for days and now I'm like frozen. Just, okay. Anyways, I'm so excited. But the main thing that I've been thinking about is mindset. As a coach, I know it's scary when you first begin coaching. You don't know if it's going to work out. You tell yourself, oh, I'll try it for a few months. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll quit. And the big thing that people talked about at Summit, like the number one coaches, the number 3 coach, the number 10 coach in the company, was this is a business. Like, what if Walt Disney had been like, oh, if my first short doesn't work out, then I'm just going to quit, whatever. Like, we wouldn't be downstairs watching Aladdin earlier today if like that happened. Like, everybody fails. Everybody, has hiccups, and it's a business. Like, you're growing an actual business. You can't look at it as this little, side job. Like, you have to, like, your mindset, even if you are working it like 1 or 2 hours a day or 30 minutes a day, your mindset still has to be that this is your business. Because once you change that mind and like your mind shifts to I'm in this versus I have 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out, your business is going to completely change. Like, when you tell yourself, I am in this, like, you don't have an expiration date, your business is going to automatically change. Like, there's no ifs, ands, and buts. When you put an expiration date on your business, you're putting just limits on yourself. You're putting so much pressure on yourself that when you do hear a no, when you do hear an objection, when you do hear somebody like question what you're doing, or you see a look, or you see somebody, or you hear crickets on something you post on Facebook, when you have a deadline for your business, then when you come across those things, it's going to hurt 10 times more. But when you don't have a deadline, when you're in this for the long haul and you get those objections, you're like, they'll probably come back to me because I'm going to be here in a year from now whenever those other people who did put limits on themselves are gone. So you can't be putting limits on yourself, because when you're here a year from now, when all those other people quit because they heard 1 too many no's, they're going to be coming to you. So you have to have both feet in this business. You cannot be putting limits on yourself, because that's just setting yourself up for failure. And you have to know that. You have to realize that. And when I kept hearing that mindset shift over and over and over last weekend, and it was just like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. It's so easy to put those limits on yourself and say, oh, if this doesn't work out in 3 months or 6 months. But like I said, this is a business. You have to be consistent. That is another word I heard over and over. And I'm sure like this book is like full of notes, and I can almost guarantee you, if how Facebook at the end of the year compiles all the words you used in that whole year, and then like the word most used is the biggest. Like, consistent would be the biggest word, and that it's all of those things. And consistency, I'm telling you, I know you've all heard me if you've talked to me even for like 5 minutes on chat or anything. I've probably used the word consistent somewhere in that conversation. Consistency is the secret sauce. People are like, there's no secret sauce in this business. There is. It's called consistency. You have to be consistent in this business. You have to be posting every day. You have to be holding clean eating groups every month. You have to be doing 21-day groups every month. You can't not do that, because when you don't do that, then people don't take you seriously. Like I said, this is your business. You have to show up. Like, oh my goodness, I drove home Monday, I think. No, Tuesday. And girls, I was tired. Like, I had a toddler and a 4-month-old in the car with me. I had just come off Summit, like barely any sleep. And the last thing I wanted to do was post on my Facebook or post on my like page or post on my Instagram or post in my groups. But this is my business and I have to show up. If I want to help people, if I want people to come to me for help, then they have to know that I'm going to show up even on the hard days, because I expect them to show up on the hard days. I expect them to be doing their workouts when it's hard. Like, I didn't get my workout in Tuesday because I was on the road. But yesterday I doubled up because I see those girls in my challenge groups doubling up on days when they miss. And I have to be doing what they do and more. Like, I am the challenger first. I have to be that challenger that I want to have. Just like I have to be the coach that I want to have on my team. If I want a rock star coach on my team, I need to be a rock star coach. I have to set the example. Just like when you start building your teams, you have to be the coach that you want to be. You have to set the example for your team. If you want a coach that's posting every day, that's doing their groups every month, that's helping their coaches, then you need to be doing your groups every month. You need to be posting every day. You have to set the standard and you have to set the example. And when you start doing that, when you start putting that in your mind that what you're doing is attracting people, then that's going to change your business too, because who you are attracts who comes to you. So if you want really quality people on your team, if you want people who are going to work this business, who want this, who are in with both feet, who are going to be in for the long haul, that's what you have to put out. What is that saying? It's like, your vibe attracts your tribe. And like, that is so true. Like, you girls are my tribe. Like, y'all are my downline. And like, I see you guys as my friends. Like, I would want to hang out with y'all. And I honestly feel like that's because I'm finally, after, 2 years, no, almost 2 years, not 2 years, finally understanding who I am as a person. Like, I'm a 25-year-old female. Like, we're still young. We're still finding ourselves. But as a coach, it's helped me find myself so much. It's helped me come into my own. And I finally feel like I'm, attracting my tribe and attracting who I am. And that's another thing that was so huge at Summit that they talked about was know who you are. Like, coaching has made me just do so much like self-reflection of who I am, because I have to know who I am in order to be able to know who I want to attract, who I want to help. Like, obviously I want to help everybody, but like, you don't get along with everybody. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's completely okay. Like, I've said in a call before, you almost don't want everybody to like you. You want to have such a distinct, know who you are so distinctly that when people come to you, they're like, she's not really my cup of tea, or yeah, I love that girl. Like, she's awesome. Like, that's how much you want to know who you are, is when people come and they see your page, they know right off the bat that they click with you or they don't. So I know that seems kind of overwhelming. And I know, like, trust me, as a young woman, like, I'm still confused of who I am sometimes. Like, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister. And it's like, who am I? Like, who do I want to be? Who do I want to set an example for? And so really just look at who you are, be yourself, like, post those things on your Facebook, be real, be authentic. There was another thing that they talked about when it comes to I talked about being the challenger first. Like, that's huge. Oh, mindset. When I point to you, like, I have four fingers pointing back at me, especially when it comes to personal development. That needs to be a must. That is why I send all of my new coaches personal development books. And if I haven't sent you one, I'm going to. I promise you. It's been a crazy weekend. But that's why I send all of my new coaches a personal development book when they sign up with me, because personal development is huge in this business, because you do hear a lot of no's. You do have to figure out who you are as a person, as a coach, as a challenger, and personal development is what's going to help you get there. And another thing that hold on. Sorry, I just got a text from a coach who's having a hard time getting on here. Another thing that is so important is if you don't know what to post for that day, you probably haven't read personal development, because personal development can give you so many nuggets on what to post for that day. Sorry, Laura just told me what she's happened in a text. So I'm like, sorry, I'm going to have to let her tell. I can't tell what to post for that day. It can give you inspiration. It can give you just all kinds of things to help people, because that's what we want to do. I know somebody said at Summit, on our page, we want to give. We want to give an awesome recipe. We want to give awesome personal development. That's something we read. We want to give, a cute lip color you're wearing. You want to give, and almost feel like, dang it, I should be getting paid for all this stuff I'm giving out on my page. And then that's when you want to throw in hey, you want to join my challenge group, or, hey, I'm doing this. So give, and then ask. So that's kind of how you want to look at what you're posting on your pages. You want to look at it as something of value, because it is like what we do a lot of the time is we give a lot. We give clean eating recipes, we give sugar detoxes, and then that's when we ask. And then that way people are like, dang man, she's done this and she's done that, and she gives this awesome, personal development advice on her page. And, she never really asks for a lot. She's not really asking us, to buy this wrap or to buy this or that all the time. Like, she's really adding value to my life. And, I think I could benefit from, this clean eating group or this challenge group, so that's kind of how you have to look at it. I'm sorry, let me send this link to the girl who is having a hard time getting on there and see if it'll help her. Okay, so I was listening to an incredible call it was Janelle Summers. And if you don't know who Janelle Summers is, Laura is under me, and Laura is a lot of your coaches. And then above me is Kim and Kaylee, who I'm sure you all know. And then above them is Mindy Winder. And then above them, her is Janelle Summers. So and Janelle is Chalene Johnson's sister. So if you know, like PiYo, Chalene Extreme, all of that, that's Janelle. Janelle is Chalene's sister. But she had an incredible coach call yesterday, and she had like Meg Wazinski, and she had Anita Myron, which I'm sure some of y'all know these names on there. And it was an incredible call, and I took a lot of notes. And just a few things that stuck out to me. Meg was talking about, you need to identify what are you doing right now in your business that isn't working. Like, are you posting things that just aren't getting traction? Are you doing certain groups that aren't working? Like, I was doing clean eating groups, and I'd been doing 1 or 2 every single month for a year and a half, and they started to not work. Like, I was getting maybe a few people in them, and it was crickets. And so finally, after, I stopped being stubborn. I was like, okay, I'll do the sugar detox. I don't want to. I know nobody's going to like it. And I'm telling you, girls, people love it. So you need to identify what is not working, and don't be afraid to change it. Whether it's doing a plank challenge, an ab challenge, along with the clean eating, just something to spark interest. Even if it's just a personal development free group where we, talk about, what we're struggling with and how we can help. And maybe you can, that's part of health, having personal development, that is part of your health. So don't think so much inside the box, think outside the box. Like, what is it that can help people be healthy in all aspects of life? So, identify things that aren't working right now. And then identify things that are working. What are things that you are doing? Write them down. And so that way, and keep track of it. Keep track of your business and what you're doing and when you're doing it. So what works in the fall may not work in the summer. So keep track of that stuff. So you know next fall what to do, like what worked last fall, and do it this fall, because most likely it's going to work again. So keep track of your business that way. That's how you'll think of, as a business person and not just a coach. Sorry, I'm going to get a drink. Isn't my new Shakeology cup super cute? I was so excited. I got it at Summit. It says Shakeology somewhere, but it's hard to see because it blends in. Okay, sorry. Okay. Another thing, you need to identify non-negotiables to do daily. Like, of course we work out every day. Of course we drink our Shakeology. Like, that's what we do. Like, that doesn't need to even be on the list, because that's a no-brainer. That's just us keeping ourselves healthy. But things like checking in with your groups, adding friends every single day, commenting on new friends' pages, those are non-negotiables. Messaging people every day, inviting, like, identify what are your non-negotiables, write them down every single morning, and get them done by the end of the day. It can be 4 o'clock in the morning, it can be 11:30 at night, but just get them done. And make a list, make a to-do list, make a goal list. Check messages and emails daily and rank them. Like, if somebody's asking you some crazy question like, hey, what lip color did you wear? Sorry, that's on my mind because I got over like 120 likes on about a lip color. Like, what in the world? I was telling my husband, I was like, I post about something life-changing and get maybe 2 likes, but post about a lip color, and let me tell you, here comes Facebook. But like, if somebody messages you about a lip color, like, that's low in the rank. But if they're messaging you about signing up to coach, all that, rank what's most important, and be sensible and about your time management, because your time is important. So rank what's most important when it comes to your time. Have a designated workspace. This is huge for me. Whether it's your kitchen table, you don't have to have an office. Like, don't be that way. Don't be like, oh, I don't have an office, so I can't get my work done. No, you don't need an office. Like, so many coaches, I'm pretty sure the number one coach worked from her kitchen table for the first 2 years. So no excuse, but have a designated workspace where you can go to, you have your stuff, you know you're organized, that way you can focus. And for so long, my designated workspace was my couch, and that's not a really good one. So have a designated workspace, okay? Don't try to do it all by yourself. Like, you can't rock the baby and clean up dog poop and work at the same time. Like, ask for help. Ask your husband for help. Ask somebody for help. Ask your mom to come over and watch the kids for an hour so you can get work done. Like, be okay with having to ask for help. Don't think you have to do it all on your own. And I know that can sound easier said than done, but just don't be afraid to ask for help if you can, okay? Because this is your business and it's important. And a year of having help is worth 100 years of being able to hire somebody. So just ask for help, okay? And then another thing that Meg said that I loved, like, wrote it all down, was we all have something going on in our lives, but if we want this business bad enough, know your why. And she said, not the why that makes you cry, not the, oh, I want to bring my husband home, but the why that pisses you off. What in your life pisses you off so bad that you want this business to work? Are you pissed off you have to go to work tomorrow morning? Like, are you pissed off that your husband has to work 60 hours a week just so you can, drive that car in your driveway? Like, what pisses you off that makes you want this business to work? And let that drive you, and let that be what gets you over those excuses, okay? Because I'm telling you, we all have excuses. We all have things going on in our lives, but you have to find the why that pisses you off and let that be what drives you, okay? Sorry, I'm not used to talking a lot, apparently.
Yeah, I almost thought, like, hello, is anybody else there?
Oh, is this Sally?
Hello? Yeah, I just got on here, and I was thinking to myself, is this a recording?
No, this is a live thing.
So well.
Oh, you're so sweet.
But I can't see y'all. So
Yeah, we can't see you either. It looks like you're just on your phone. So, you're good. We're just going after it, girlfriend.
What if I try to like FaceTime? Does that work?
I don't think so. Maybe look around on the app and see if it shows where you can.
Dang it, because I'm hitting the link that you have on Facebook, like on the page and everything.
Are you on your computer?
Well, not right now, but I was. I can pull it up again.
Yeah, try pulling it up and hold on. Oops, sorry guys, that was loud.
We don't need to talk about that. Let's get back to what y'all are talking goals and.
No, you're good. I'm gonna send you this link straight to your messages, okay?
Okay.
And let's see if it helps.
Okay. Let me pull it back up. I like shut everything down because I thought maybe that would work. Shut it down and put it back on.
Okay, I just messaged you. Okay, so, all right, sorry, ladies. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, I talked about the mindset shift. Treat your biz like it matters. Turn off excuses. And a big thing was, why not you? Like, I swear, every time I hear a coach talk, whether they're number 1 in the company or number 100 in the company, the big thing they say was, finally they got to a point where they're like, why not me? Like, why can't this happen to me? Why can't I be the number 1 coach? Why can't I be, the number 10 coach? Like, what is so special about them that I don't have? And the answer is always nothing. They just work harder. So that is what really drove me. I'm like, nothing separates me from them. Like, we have the same workouts. We have the same psychology. We have the same food. They weren't rich when they started. Like, they were working, 40-hour weeks with a kid and a husband and, all this stuff. Like, nothing separates us except they wanted it more than I did. They worked harder than I do. And so now I'm like, I'm about to kick butt. So they better try to hold on to their spot because I'm coming after it. So that's just the difference. There's no difference other than they work harder. So if we work hard and we work harder every single day and we try and just beat ourselves, there's no competition. Like, it's, when I say that, it's not, I'm trying to compete with them. It's, I just want to be better for myself because this is what I chose. This is what I want. So, that's that. There's not really else to add to that. Okay, give yourself a grace period. The longer you say you're struggling, the longer you will struggle. So when you first start out to coach, there are things you're going to struggle with. When you're a year into coaching, there are things you're going to struggle with. Like, don't think the struggle ends after a couple months. But you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself that period to learn everything. And you can't be so scared that you're going to fail that you don't even try. Like, there are so many coaches who have come and gone who they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just not going to post anything because I just don't know what to do. But you have to fail forward because that's how you learn. So if you don't ever try, you're never going to succeed. So you have to try. You have to put yourself out there. You have to know that people are going to laugh at you. They're going to think you're crazy. Like, when I first started coaching, I grew up as the big girl. Like, I had only lost like 10 pounds. And I still had 30 to lose. So when I announced on Facebook I was going to be a health and fitness coach, like, can you imagine how, like, nervous I was? Like, no, I didn't think anybody was going to take me seriously. I knew people were going to laugh at me. And I had to do it. Like, there was just something, this fire in me, and I wanted to do it. And that's just where you have to be. You have to only care about what yourself and I are doing, okay? So just don't be so nervous, so paralyzed.
Someone sneezed. I was like, bless you.
That you won't even try, okay? So you have to give yourself a grace period and know that it's going to be hard and know that there's going to be things you don't understand, but that's what I'm for. That's what Laura is for. Whoever your upline, that's what we are for. So ask us questions, okay? And you have to see this opportunity. You have to see it. You almost have to feel the opportunity because it's so tangible. There's so much you can do, and you have to treat this business like you would treat your full-time job. Not when it comes to hours, but how you take it serious. Like, you wouldn't just not show up to your job and not expect to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, So treat it like that, and it will become that way. So treat it like you treat your full-time job. Talent is made. So don't feel like you're born, like people are just born to be this coach. Like people were like Anita Myron and you know, Lindsay Matway, they were born to do this. No, they weren't. They had to learn to do this. So just get out of your own way and know that being a great coach is made. It's not born. You have to just do it. You have to learn it every single day and find a system that works for you. And for us, that's and for us, that's the calendar. So follow that. That's a system. And don't try and always, don't try and always reinvent the wheel, especially new coaches. I see new coaches try and reinvent the wheel. They don't follow the calendar, and then they get frustrated when they're stuck. You have at least the first few months, follow that calendar. You know, do what you got to do, and to get that calendar going. Okay, I promise you, we're not going to steer you down the wrong path. We want to see you succeed. So just follow the calendar, and a lot of and I promise you, it will click and it'll start happening. Okay, sorry, I have like 10 minutes left, so I'll try and hurry myself up. Let's see. Those steps. Okay. Sorry, I'm singing. Okay, that's not cute. Okay, Mindy Winder talked about 5 steps to success, and I wanted to kind of go over them briefly because I really liked them. Number 1 is follow a plan of action or create a plan of action. And the funny thing is, this is easy to do and easy not to do. Like all of these things, like inviting every single day, adding friends, reading your personal development, those are easy things to do and they're easy things not to do. You just have to do them. Follow a to-do list every single freaking day. Like today, I started doing that after hearing that call yesterday. Like here's my to-do list. That's today. That's this week. That's this month. Those are my goals. Those are my to-do lists. So write them down and say them. Don't say, I want to do this. Say, I will be a 1-star diamond. I will be diamond this month. I will be this. You know, I will add 3 coaches to my team. I will add 10 people to my network. So say it like that. Number 2, lead by example. What do you want to get out of this, and how fast do you want to reach it? If that's kind of how you have to think. Whenever you talk to your new coaches, ask them that. What do you want out of this business, and how fast do you want to reach it? If you want to be a diamond in 30 days, then you probably need to talk to at least 80 people about joining this business with you, because statistically, about 1 or 2 out of 10 people will say yes. So you have to, it's a numbers game when it comes to that kind of thing. If you're wanting to advance rank, how many people do you want to help this month? If it's 100 people, you probably need to talk to 10, no, not 100 people. If it's 10 people a month, you probably need to talk to 100 people. Okay. So that's kind of how you have to look at it. Number 3, social media. I kind of already talked to this. If you don't know what to post, you're probably not reading personal development. So get in your personal development. Okay. And belief. You have to, no, that's number 4 is belief. You have to have an unwavering belief in yourself. Positive affirmations. Like I was saying, I am successful. I am a diamond coach. All of those things. You have to have that belief in yourself. And I know a lot of us struggle with self-doubt, self-consciousness. Trust me, I've been there. Coaching has been what has gotten me out of that rut. So just read that personal development and have that belief in yourself. It's worth it. Number 5 is goal setting. Always feel uncomfortable when setting your goals. Like I have a goal for the end of this year for Genuine Hustle to be a 5-star diamond team. Do you know how scary that is? Like that is a scary goal for me. But I want that for Genuine Hustle. I want to see 5 diamonds pop up in Genuine Hustle. And what's funny is I think only like 1, 2, 3 people on this call, no, 4 people on this call are on my team. The rest of y'all I think are Laura's and her downline. So this is an incredibly scary goal, and I want to see Laura a 4 or 5-star diamond at the end of this year, because look at all you guys. Y'all all could be diamonds on Laura's team. So that's not just a goal for me and Genuine Hustle, but that's a goal for y'all. That's me putting a goal on y'all. That's y'all going diamond, okay? So have scary goals. And that's like me underestimating y'all. Y'all should be like 1, 2, 3 star by the end of this year. Like, have scary goals, okay? Write your goals down daily, like I said, and write them down as if you've already achieved them. Be consistently writing them down weekly or daily. Break down your goals and how to get there, and write down how you will reach them. Add consistency behind every single step that I just said, because consistency is so important. Hannah, whoop, whoop. End of August, you got this, girl. I know you got it. Let's see. Was that all my notes? Wow, that was all my notes. Yay, I finished on time. Okay, so consistency, guys. Being not afraid to fail forward and mindset shift. Those are the 3 main things I want y'all to get out of this call. You have to have that mindset that this is your business, that you are not halfway in and halfway out, because once you switch that you are in this business for the long haul, your business is going to change drastically for the better. And I know it because it's changed for me. Once I got out of my way, once I pushed those fears aside and said, screw all the people who suck and say that I'm not going to do this, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it for me, and I'm going to do it for y'all, because when I'm successful, that's because y'all are successful, and that's what I want to see. So I want to see every single one of you hitting your goals, reaching your goals, and switching that mindset, okay? Consistency, be doing your vital behaviors every single day. And I promise you, in a year from now, if you're doing those every day, your business will look different than it is today in a better way. So yeah, that's all I have. I'm so glad that y'all are on. I'm going to do a picture. So everybody smile. Okay. I'll let you know. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, let's Shakeology. Be like that. Okay. 1, 2, ready? 3. Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for being on. This was recorded, so I am going to put it on my YouTube, and then I will put it on the Genuine Hustle page so anybody can watch it back or encourage your teams to watch it. Thank you so much for joining, and I will talk to y'all, I'm sure, soon, okay? So have a good night. Thanks for being on. Bye.